Arsham Adams. People know me as Ash. I'm a photographer and art director, and here I am. Truck driver. I know. Like I remember, like I was 7 or 8, and my mom was just like, "Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Or I remember in the school, people, teachers would ask that, and other students, "Oh yeah, I want to be like astronaut. I want to be a police officer." And I was just like, "Truck driver. I want to be a truck driver." And I would tell my mom, "Hey, if you see a truck outside, remember me, No, not at all. Like I remember the day that I told my mom that I want to be a photographer, I want to be an artist. She called in a family meeting. Like she called up my uncle. They'd be like, "What the fuck is going on? This guy is destroying his life." And I never saw myself to be a photographer, but here I am. Like every time I'm in a studio, it feels like home. Like sometimes there's a photo shoot project, like 15 hours, 16 hours. It's only like feels like home. I don't get hungry, I'm not thirsty, I'm not stressed, I'm not exhausted. It just feels, it feels good, it feels right. Sometimes you belong to something, to some, there's some sensation between me, camera, lighting, and being in the studio, interacting with people around you, other team members, having models, the whole makeup artist, casting, and just interacting and being in that environment. It's just so refreshing, and I feel like that's where I belong.
Is it because you have a diet that consists mostly of cigarettes and coffee?
Yeah, my blood runs on caffeine and nicotine, yeah. That's true, We're gonna cut this part out, for sure. What's your favorite snack? Location or history? I'm like a history freak, I'm a nerd. That's my thing, and since I was a kid, since I can remember, I was always super passionate, and it fascinates me. Everything about history, like all the empires, the like specific characters and everything. And when you travel, you happen to be, to kind of have those interactions and meeting those cultures that you'll be reading about. And it's fascinating because it's kind of like you get to experience what you've been reading about, if you've been reading about wars that it happened in a specific location, and when you get a chance to be present at that location, it's a stunning feeling that, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just started a sentence, I don't know how to end it. Let's cut. This is a sensitive question. Okay. And if I want to talk about this shit, I have to get into all the politics and history. It's gonna take hours. Let's jump to the next question. Please. Another one.
I'm gonna have some cute little.
Yeah. What would you think of? This fucking email is encrypted. Like, what is this font that you're using? Like, what is this? Are we in a war? Are we talking in codes? Like, I have to squint my eyes to read this shit.
American typewriter.
Yeah. I mean, for sure, he would be proud. He would be proud, and he would be like such a cool guy. That's it. Because I remember me being a teenager, and I would think, if I could time travel into the future, like 5 years, 10 years, I would like to see myself how would I look like? How would my life, circle of friends, my career, how would it look like? And I feel like teenager me or even kid me, if he could time travel and come to today's day, and he would be proud. He would definitely be proud. And yeah, how do you separate your personal projects from work projects? Oh shit. Okay, so working in e-com, it's as interesting as it is, and as technical as it can be, but at the end you have to know that, as an artist, you need that creative boost once in a while, you have, because in e-com there are like structures, there's a box, you cannot really move outside of the box, you have to move and shoot in certain guide, in certain, lighting structures, and they're not that much of creativity. And if you happen to be a creative person, you need that creative boost once in a while, because that like we're not accountants, you know, we haven't been designed to work in a corporate job, but that's a necessity in the society we live in, because we need to pay bills. But at the same time, we have to take care of that creativity, you know, we have to keep it safe. So yeah, once in a while, like we usually on weekends, I try to come up with a mood board, talk to my team, and do something creative. That it's a resemblance of my feeling, you know, it's a resemblance of how I feel, how I see the world, how I'm trying to express my emotions. And for the creative shoots, it's the same thing for other team members. You know, when we have a creative shoot, I do have a mood board, but I'm not forcing anyone to follow that exact mood board, because on a creative shoot, it's we're doing something as a team, and each one of those people, they're artists themselves, so they have different way of expressing their emotion. It would be idiotic if I tell them how to express their emotion. You know, I just give them reference. This is the direction we're going, but I'm never gonna give them like guidelines or no, we have to do exactly like this. No, express what you want to do in any way, shape, or form that you want to do it. Something that is a resemblance of you, you know. And it's always going to work. We're always going to create some magic, and the result always going to be stunning. Because again, it's a mixture of different emotions, different people, different experiences, and when you combine them together, it's going to be incredible all the time. Never fails, never. Yeah, that's what I love about creative photo shoots. And it's gonna hype you. It's gonna hype you. Like, I'm telling you, every time I do creative, I'm hyped. I'm just like, let's do the next one. Like, let's do it. Just like getting a tattoo, you know? When you get a tattoo, you think about the next one. It's the same thing. I'm doing a shoot. It's like 15 hours shoot. While I'm shooting, I'm thinking about, oh my God, my next mood board. Let's do that shit. And yeah, the way it hypes you, the way it boosts your creativity, it's incredible. It's a sensational feeling. Like yeah, I love it.
And do you always work with the same people?
No, it depends on, you know, what kind of project are we doing, you know, how complex it's gonna be, what are the requirements, you know. I usually try to do this selective thing, like depends on the mood board that I'm working or the skills that it requires. I contact different people, but I'm blessed. I have good people around, I know good people, and I think that's a blessing. Yeah.
Okay.
What legacy do you want to leave behind? Do you want to leave one? Have one? No, I don't give a shit about legacy. Who cares? I'm gonna be dead. Who cares about a legacy? No one's gonna remember you. No, I don't care about it. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna create whatever I want. If someone, I don't care about legacy. It's way too like who the fuck are you to, like, you know, it's like, you know, yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's way too small to kind of like think about, and also it's going to affect your decisions, your work, your art, because you're constantly thinking about, I'm gonna live, it's gonna exist after me, and people are gonna see it, and people are gonna judge it. And when you start thinking about it, when you start like comparing every move that you're making to what people are gonna think about it later, it's gonna affect the whole thing. For me, I don't give a shit. After I'm dead, who cares what happens to my art or what people are gonna think about my art? And yeah, I'm not gonna get into that shenanigan. I just want to do whatever I want, create whatever I feel creating. Even if one day I decide that I'm not gonna create anything anymore, I'm not gonna be under that pressure. Oh my God, what if I die? No one's gonna remember me. No one's gonna, like, there's not gonna be any, who cares? Like I'm seeing people being under that constant pressure that they have to live something, they have to do an exhibition, they have to do like interviews, says the guy who's doing an interview. They have to, I don't know, write a book. They have to like be out there because one day they're gonna die, and their story has to live on. No, it's way too serious. We're not that important. None of us are that important to live a legacy. Yeah, just be kind, do your shit, and die peacefully. No one gives a shit. No one cares. It's all a fucking show. Do your thing. Yeah. You know,
After what you just said.
After what you just said. Says the guy, don't care about legacy. You're gonna like leave all my bad angles? Because, okay, so one of the places that I traveled to, it was Turkey. And I love the food, culture, people, obsessed, like everything about Turkey. Like I traveled like 3-4 different cities over there, and it's just beautiful. I mean, to my eyes, it's flawless. And like even the lifestyle, like people drink coffee. They have like 10 cups of black tea every day, and then after work they go to a bar and they start like drinking. They eat red meat. Like their whole lifestyle, it's like there's no sense of rush. You know, it's just people are relaxed. There's this peace of mind. You know, and I love it. I love it. And also I'm a history nerd, and as a history nerd, being able to visit a country so rich in history and culture, it's just incredible feeling. I love it, and I would like to travel to Turkey again. Oh, yo, I have to think about this. It's about you, God. It's about you. Okay, and so my first impression of you, I would say, who is this gal having all these talents and everything? Who is this gal? She has like all these talents. Like she's doing everything. She's a singer. She acts. She writes songs. She's a photographer. She does casting and everything. It's like, oh my God, that's impressive. You know, because it's so rare to see someone that's so active and like being able to handle different set of skills and being good in all of them. And I was like, oh my God, that's like, I have to meet this person. I have to somehow like collaborate with this person, you know, because these are kind of people that you need in your friendship side, you know, as a circle, because these people, they're definitely going to move forward, and their energy, their existence also going to help you to move forward. You know, they're going to have this encouragement. You can talk with these people. You always need people that you can talk about your passion, about your project, and they would have some insights to give you because they've been in it. You know, they had struggles. They had a hard time moving forward and finding their path. And so having these people, that you know, that's what I was looking for. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, just started a sentence. I got lost. But yeah, the impression still stands. Every single day, I'm just like, God damn, she's not giving up. It's crazy. Like the energy and the passion. It's just like you're connected to this limitless fuel of passion, hope, energy, full of life. It's crazy. And I was just like, yeah, that's the kind of people I want in my life. I want around me, you know? That's the beauty of it, and the impression still stands. And I thought, but never mind. Let's you know what? Let's not spill the tea.
Keep
It was nice doing this interview. Goodbye.
It was nice.
Goodbye. But yeah. Oh, decoration.
Go stand here.
Oh, I'm gonna do the silhouette. Like I'm looking at the sunrise. Oh my God. Doing like some creative thinking. I'm getting inspired.